You and I had a client that I think is just a great story. They had a bench warrant, but because of the messed up way people are charged in Hawaii, you could
Mhm.
literally be involved in an incident or just named in a report. You could be in the military and be restationed, or you could just move on with your life, go to school on the mainland or whatever. And then a bench warrant can come up from an event that took place months ago. And we had a client who needed to come back to Hawaii. And you and we set them up to get picked up at the airport. Can you go ahead and take over?
Which client was that?
And we've done it a few times, haven't we?
Yeah, we have, because a couple of times, well, he turned himself in, and was, and frankly, your assistance was
Yeah,
invaluable. It was
yeah,
invaluable. You know,
and
and
just
that's why I urge my clients to use your services, because you set it up perfectly, and he was able to avoid the ignominy of being stuck in jail indefinitely.
yeah.
But yeah, they were waiting at the ramp when he came off the airplane, and much to their surprise, they didn't have to tackle him and cuff him. He was put in restraints and eventually, but you fortunately, within a short period of time, you were able to get him released. So kudos to you. You did a great job. That's why I insist my clients, if they do have to obtain bail, that they use you and your firm, for the simple reason that you got your act together.
Thank you for the kind words. And there is a problem, and that's what the the private sector kind of specializes in. You have to solve a problem, or guess what? You're not going to have a client. You're not going to have like a good or a service to exchange. So you have to be able to figure out how to solve problems. So the problem was this poor client who didn't know they had a bench warrant. Luckily, they stayed in touch with you. You were able to disclose to them that they did have a bench warrant and they needed to return to Hawaii. But guess what? With the backwards way that we're handling COVID, it's just about impossible to fly in and then what? Hang out for 14 days, self quarantine, and then go turn in and then hope that everything works out and then
You know,
flying back.
I
So
can
we
tell
had to set this guy up, and he went in knowing exactly what the deal was, just to avoid the 2 weeks he would have had to sit here just before he was cleared to actually go turn in and bail out.
precise. It's funny, Nick. Attorneys, we're the flavor of the day when everything's going great, and then we're condemned when something goes wrong. I've never had a client say other than awesome things about you. So
Thank you.
I wish I had that kind of win record that you have, because we deal with the aftermath. But the fact is that the greatest anxiety that most people have when they're charged with offense is the notion of having to get picked up, get processed at HPD, or get processed and released out of OCCC or wherever it's at. But it's that initial anxiety that's so overwhelming, and they're confused. They don't know what to do. And for me, it's been a luxury to be able to work with you, in particular, your firm. I don't have to worry about it. I contact you and you organize it. So it makes me look good. So thank you.
Right on.